Hello, my name is Arenia Hines, and I am a student in the College of Education at Grand Canyon University. The purpose of this video is to reflect on my professional dispositions, the attitudes and the values that guide how I will interact with students, colleagues, and families as an educator. In this reflection, I'll share the dispositions I already possess that I believe will continue to make me a great teacher, the areas I want to strengthen before entering an elementary classroom, and the qualities that all professional educators should display. One of my strongest dispositions that I possess is dedication. I take full pride in being dependable, showing up prepared, showing up on time, and giving my full effort in every situation. I believe that students deserve a teacher who is committed to their learning and to their success. With that being said, once I am in my classroom, it is all about myself and it's all about, maybe the 16 or the 20 little people that are in front of me. Their parents trust me every day to provide the best kind of care for their kids. And by showing up dedicated, I am making sure that I can do that not only for myself, but for the children as well. I also value respect for diversity. Every student comes from a unique background and brings their own strengths or cultures and perspectives into the classroom. I believe it's my responsibility to create an environment where every child feels valued, respected, and included. Personally, the last thing that I want is for children to come to school each day, and to kind of feel like they do not belong in a classroom, because it is kind of heartbreaking. And I never want any child to feel like that in my classroom at all. Another disposition I demonstrate is compassion. I try to approach every interaction with empathy and understanding. I know that students learn best when they feel cared for and supported and strive to be, the kind of teacher who listens, encourages, and builds positive relationships. If it's one thing I do, I always make sure that I am listening to both sides of the story in order to make sure that everyone feels like they are heard, and then try to put everyone in the other person's shoes. Um, that way, we can, take turns understanding how everyone feels, and why they reacted the way that they did. Lastly, I believe I show reflection. I'm always thinking about what went well, what I can do differently to improve. Reflecting on my actions helps me grow and become more effective, not just as a student, but also, as an educator. I think one disposition that I need to work on or continue to develop is patience under pressure. I know that teaching can be unpredictable. Lessons may not always go as planned, and students will have different needs and challenges. I want to strengthen my ability to stay calm, and flexible and positive in these moments so I can always respond with understanding instead of frustration, because once the teacher is frustrated, everybody's frustrated and nothing really goes well. I also want to work on building confidence in classroom management. I understand the theories and the strategies, but applying them consistently in real situations take practice and experience. My goal is to observe and experience teachers, seek feedback and develop a management style that's fair, consistent, and also supportive. I believe that professional educators should display integrity, fairness, and commitment to lifelong learning. Integrity means doing what is right even when no one is watching. It's being honest and dependable. And it's also, modeling ethical behaviors for students. Fairness means treating every student equally. And I think that's very important. It's also about giving everyone, the opportunity to succeed. A long time commitment to learning means that staying open to new ideas, research, and feedback so we continue to grow and adapt to our students. I feel like the best way to continue being a great educator is to seeking ways to grow, whether it's from a former colleague or whether it's from, your higher ups. Everyone might have a different point of view of something that you believe you didn't see before. And sometimes it's always good to basically take ideas from other people, but also, be able to see how you can incorporate these things into your own beliefs. I think educators should always show love and respect and compassion, um, in service, which means, it also aligns with the College of Education's core values, and it reflects the heart of what it means to teach, which is very important. I believe that my dedication and respect for diversity, compassion, and reflection will help my mindset grow to become a more successful teacher. I'll continue to work on patience and classroom management as I gain more experience in real classroom settings. Thank you for taking the time to watch my reflection on professional dispositions and for allowing me to share how I plan to live out my values as a future educator.